Folks, welcome to a brand new and exciting Happy Mother's Day also, too. We can't forget about that. Some mothers out there, Happy Mother's Day. And we're here back for a brand new season of 4th and 30. I'm Max Wellhouse, and today we have a great show for you today. We have a lot of topics to discuss. NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, NFL draft, free agency, and the Buffalo Bills. Join me as I'm joined with Barry and Chip for 4th and 30, starting right now.
Alright, my name is Barry, and right now, folks, we have a very special favor to ask of you. If, while you're watching the show, if you could give us a vote as if Max looks better with a hat or with it off. Thank you.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.
Turn that off. Well, I don't know how Barry got through the doorway. We must have had to widen it a little bit. Well, first things first, did the Redskins screw the draft up by taking RG3 the third? Yes, they did. And I will discuss that more on our take on how I'm right all the time.
Folks, welcome back to a brand new season of 4th and 30. And as you know, it's Mother's Day, so we'd like to wish every mother out there a happy Mother's Day. I'm joined for this new season with Chip and Barry. And guys, we got a lot to cover today and throughout the whole season coming up. Big time right now in the playoffs, NBA, NHL, baseball's underway,
What is
football.
the NHL?
I mean, let's start the show off right now and talk about the NHL playoffs. You got an 8 seed, a
Ooh.
1 seed, and a couple teams in between. You got a team that's riding hot right now into the playoffs, taking everyone over by storm. The LA Kings.
Oh, wow.
What happened with them, huh? Kings and Phoenix, and you got New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers, so you got some good matchups here. Barry, you want to start?
I guess I will. Kings, Coyotes, nobody saw that they were going to be here where they are right now. LA, their offense went cold during the season, but, it got hot at the right time, and look where they are now.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need, It's just... it's just like...
And Phoenix, how about that? They never gotten this far into the playoffs. Shane Doan, that guy, you got to root for that guy. He's never been this far.
I'm not rooting for Shane Doan.
I didn't ask you to talk.
I don't know who Shane Doan
Also,
is.
you gotta give credit to the Coyotes. I mean, they almost lost their franchise. They've been, bankruptcy. They've been, moving. I mean...
Just like the league.
All of a sudden, now you get Phoenix, who's just on the verge of making it to the Stanley Cup.
Exactly.
Now let's go on to something there. Okay, and also now the Eastern Conference, you got a big rivalry interstate. You got New Jersey, New York. Thoughts there?
They both faced each other in this Eastern Conference Finals all the way back in, 93, 94. The big famous Matteau goal in overtime. It's been a while since both these teams faced each other in the playoffs. It should be a good one, but I do see the Rangers edging out the Devils. I think this series could go till 7.
It should be. It should be a good series. They got Martin Brodeur, who's just turned 40, and he's still playing like he's played when he entered the league.
I am sick of hearing about Brodeur's birthday. I don't care who Brodeur is. I don't really care about hockey. I don't care about the LA Queens and the New Jersey Devils. There's nothing devilish about them. I would maybe. I'm just going to take the Rangers. I don't know why, but I don't really know. I don't really care either. I'm just throwing it out there. Just a ridiculous thing to even talk about. It's not a real sport.
Now, okay, since we know Chip's stance on the NHL.
It's garbage.
Predictions, Barry. Who do you got for the Cup here between these 4 teams?
My prediction, LA, I believe, will knock out Phoenix. I'm going to say 6. I already said 7 for the Rangers and Devils, with the Rangers going. And I would like to see LA take the Cup.
I'm gonna say LA takes the Cup too. I'm gonna say LA and New Jersey. I just think the Devils have the experience. Brodeur, he's got the leadership. I think he's gonna be able to pull this team together and get them into the Cup. But I think the Kings are gonna overtake them. I'm gonna say it's gonna go to 7 games. I think the Kings just have that firepower. They got that youth, that energy you need to do good in the NHL playoffs. So I'm going to say Kings beat the Devils in 7.
And it's the hardest trophy to win in sports.
That's
Oh,
true. And the heaviest, too.
Stupidest trophy to win
Really?
in sports.
You only need to win 4, or granted, 3 measly games in the NFL to win the trophy.
But that one gets the most ratings.
Yeah.
Ratings is what matters.
Just like the show, folks. We get good
Exactly.
ratings also.
But I'm going to say the Coyotes aren't going to go because they can't even catch Roadrunners. So I'm going to say it's going to be the Kings.
Is that the best you got?
Yes.
That's sad.
Because Coyotes can't do anything. So I'm going to
That's
say
sad.
the Rangers are going to take it all just because I like the state of New York better than LA.
All right, well, folks, that's what we got for the first topic. It's pretty good. So, you want to do some more?
Not a good sport.
Well, folks, we got to
It's a
take a
really
quick
bad
commercial
sport.
break. We're going to come back for some more topics. Back, we got the NFL draft, a lot of NFL stories. We got the bounty system, followed later by the NBA playoffs, and
Hopefully
much
someone
more.
will take a bounty on Max.
So, folks, stay tuned for more coming up on 4th and 30. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
So, Chip, how's your prostate?
Hey. Well, I got my Tim Hortons coffee. In case you're wondering, you know what this does? The caffeine keeps me up all night. And you know what else it does? It improves the bedroom. The only complaint I get is I last too long, all because of Tim Hortons. It also increases the cock size. Tim Hortons coffee.
All right, folks, welcome back to 4th and 30 here. Our next segment, the NFL draft. I mean, that just happened. Any thoughts on the draft? Andrew Luck going number 1. But I think the most surprised thing of the draft, all the trades moving up, too. I mean, the Browns moving up 1 spot and giving up a lot just to take someone that Minnesota was going to take. Also, another surprise, I know you talked about in the open, Chip, RG3 going to Washington.
Oh, God.
And also, in the 4th round later during the draft, taking another quarterback, Kirk Cousins. I mean, I don't know why you want to do that, but thoughts on that?
I have a lot of thoughts on that.
All right.
First of all, let's start with RG3, the third. I do not like this pick one bit. I think the Redskins are once again making a big mistake. Taking a quarterback that's going to be a bust. I'm calling it right now. Andrew Luck going first overall, I'm fine with that. I'm a big Luck fan. But Cleveland, okay, getting a running back is fine. It's good. But them picking a quarterback, I think that is downright dumb.
Yeah.
This is almost just as bad as the city of Cleveland. Now, I've been there before, so I can say that.
No, they're good, dude. They got the Cleveland Indians, dude. That's
Okay, come on, Max. Anyways,
I mean, with them taking quarterbacks, RG3 and Kirk Cousins, I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you think
I think that's dumb.
they're going to be a controversy, or
I don't think there's going to... I think they're both going to be bad.
so? I mean, we're going to have to Chip. I mean, Barry, what are your thoughts on that?
Don't get us mixed up, man.
Sorry, you guys have the same
I'm in
colored
shape.
You guys have the same colored shirts. It's hard to tell sometimes, but
I eat healthy, he doesn't.
Barry, continue on this
It's not
topic.
funny, it's a true statement.
RG3, Kirk Cousins. I mean,
Well, first off, I
It's not funny.
unfortunately agree with Chip. I really do think that RG3 will be a bust. But, I mean, they traded how many picks just to get that second pick? They had to take RG3. They just had to. Why they took Cousins, though? Maybe they think RG3 won't pan out. Who knows?
but even if so, if you don't think he's going to pan out, why would you trade half your draft and future picks to move up to get him?
I got it.
You never know.
It's the Redskins.
That's true. Washington, ever since, I don't know, their quarterback situation has not been a good one.
You never know with quarterbacks in the draft, though. Chip is going to do probably one very big side when I bring up this quarterback, but let's not forget Tom Brady being taken the 6th round.
Yeah, that's,
You just never know what's going to happen.
yeah, that's true. I mean, well, although Washington, they have 2 quarterbacks, we'll just have to wish them a lot of luck this year.
Oh my God!
So-
Well, Max is starting his jokes already.
But we'll wish Washington
They're
a lot
not
of
funny.
We'll wish Washington a lot of luck this
I don't
year.
hear any laughing.
And we'll talk about some free agency, guys. So, Buffalo Bills here, huh? I mean,
You should be a free agent.
let's not be biased on the Bills here. I mean, they got Mario Williams, Vince Young. They got a pretty young team coming into the season. Re-signing Fred Jackson,
Is that
Stevie
another
Johnson. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on the Bills here?
Well, I have to say, I like their secondary, and them picking up the Patriots, them getting Super Mario. I think that'll be an addition, but their offense, they got Vince Young, who I'm not fond of. They go from having a smart quarterback like Fitzpatrick, who I'm not fond of either, and then they got the dumbest quarterback or person in the world, Vince Young, on their team. I think that is a big mistake. Let me finish. What I think is going to happen is Fitzpatrick is actually going to... The only way to get through to Vince Young is to have a pop-up book as the playbook, because he can't read.
Yeah,
he can't write.
All right, so predictions. How are the Bills going to finish this year? Playoffs? No playoffs, guys?
I'm going to say 9-7 if everybody stays healthy.
All right, so do you think...
It's an if. It's a big if.
I was going to go with 10-6.
10-6.
10-6.
I'm going to say, guys, after 13 losing seasons, or I mean, should I say not making the playoffs, I think Buffalo makes it in the playoffs this year in the wild card. Granted, everyone stays healthy, but I think they're going to do it this year. So
if they stay healthy, maybe, but playoffs, come on, Max.
So I think they're going to do it. But folks, we're going to have to take a commercial break. Coming up next, we're going to have some more football. Can't get enough of football in this off season.
Yeah, not hockey.
So we got some more NFL stories going on after these commercial messages. We'll be back, folks. Don't go away. 4th and 30 continues.
What the hell? Why don't you open the door? Guys, I got something important to do. Guys, you might want to sit down. I got a problem. I went to the bathroom. I excreted a bloody stool. Oh. Well, look what I found. Now I gotta get up. Guys, but there's good news. There's fecal matter infection medicine. It heals your hole. Now I see something to heal my gout and my weakness and my anxiety. It says on the bottle, might be hazardous if you eat Chips Ahoy. Wait, why are you filming me? Guys, if you have a hole in your... If you have to heal your hole, you want to take this medicine. But why's the camera on? Get the camera on.
Folks, welcome back to Third Down and 4th and 30 here. As we're coming close to the halfway point of the show, we're going to talk about the top story going on in the NFL all season long. I know it's been dragging. You guys may have even been sick of it by now. But the bounty system in New Orleans with the Saints and Greg Williams and Sean Payton and a bunch of guys, Jonathan Vilma, getting suspended for the year. Now, you guys, what do you think? Justified on these statements or suspensions? Thoughts, Barry?
I believe so. There's no reason to go out there hurt people for the money. Just forget him. Really, the thought just came to me. Really, what happens when you really think about it in college football? I mean, if you look at the Ohio State Buckeyes or teams like that, say a player has a big play, they take the star or whatever it is.
They don't have any stars on Ohio State.
I was talking about the stickers on the helmet.
Fuck Ohio State.
Listen. Anyway, they take. After any big play, they take the sticker, put on their helmet to show how many big plays they have. That obviously is fine. I mean, there's no intention to hurt. But then you do this stuff with Greg Williams and Peyton, and it's justified. There's no reason to go out and hurt people. Yes, it's a physical game, but you're not supposed to go out there and just hurt the people, rip their heads off or whatever. But
Chip, I'm sure you got some comments here on this, huh?
Well, I'm actually going to speak realistic about the issue. There
Hurt
is
Tom
no
Brady!
issue because I actually saw those hits. They weren't even that bad. Vilma being out for the year. That's not justice. No, that's ridiculous.
Chip, if you were to get hit by one of those guys, you would be thankfully out probably for the year.
But it's part of
That's
the
true.
game.
Sometimes the
But they would
It's
try to
part
hurt
of the
you.
game.
But they
It's
would
part
try
of
to
the
hurt
game.
you.
sometimes
Injuries are part of the game.
That's true.
Enough said.
Sometimes when it's a windy day out, the wind takes out shit. But
Oh, don't no.
Well,
don't
like
make
another
jokes,
thing
Max.
also, too,
Where's your hair, Max?
I mean,
Obviously, the wind blew all that away. Yep. Next shot.
I would also add too, like if I may say something.
Oh,
what about
boy, this'll be
okay? In the past, even just recently, Chris Carter said that used to happen back in the past too. So
Exactly.
I mean, who
It's
knows
in
if
the
this
past.
has been going on recently? It seems like this has been a widespread topic going on throughout the NFL in years back. So I mean, this is not something new that's going on
I
here.
honestly
And Sean
think it's
Payton.
different.
Now, what do you think? Now, okay. Now, what makes you think this isn't going to happen again in the future?
It is going to happen again.
So, I mean, I don't know. What is there a possible solution to this? Do you let this continue?
Allow it to continue. You know what? If that gets my players to play harder, I say keep it. If this is going to get to motivate players, then I'm all for it. And Sean
How
Payton
long would
be
you last as a coach?
a lot longer than you. Enough said.
Yeah, just check his fantasy teams. That'll tell you. But so you guys don't. You guys. I know you guys are indifferent on this, but I mean, there's really.
So would you suspend Sean Payton for the whole year?
I mean,
Yes.
see, I agree. I don't think what they're doing. They should be doing this, obviously. But the thing is, it's hard for exact, conclusive evidence of
Exactly.
what. Because who knows if there's other teams doing this? They're the only team that really got caught in this situation. I mean, Greg Williams coached other teams, Buffalo, Tennessee. There's reports of them going on. So without like having concise evidence of what's going on, we really can't say what, I mean, I don't know how you're going to say parameters on how, like, to go about handling all this,
Other players hit too, not just Jonathan Vilma. Other players did it as well. I don't know why they're just targeting one person.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he
And
the
Sean-
captain of that defense, though?
So what? Suspending Sean Payton's wrong. Suspend Greg Williams, that's fine.
And why do you say that?
Big picture, you should not be suspending Sean Payton for the whole year.
But he's the head coach.
So what?
What's
Suspend the main source, which is Greg Williams. Take him out of football. I guess that's all right, but not Vilma and Sean Payton.
But Sean Payton let it go on.
So what? He wasn't doing it.
You are not speaking realistically right now.
Oh, yes, I am. If it makes the players play harder, then you know what? Don't suspend any of them.
That's going to be,
And
it's,
really, really quick. Where did that get the Saints last year? They didn't go that far in the playoffs.
Did they still get to the playoffs?
Yes, but that's
Oh, did they
besides
get to the
point.
playoffs?
Yeah,
Okay, enough said right there.
they didn't win a playoff game.
Did they,
Now, when they get to the playoffs, how come they're not playing as hard as they were in the season?
how many rings do you have?
How many rings do you have?
I have many awards.
From what?
This show.
The spelling bee?
no, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how the season goes on this year. With, like, are players going to take it easy on each other, or will the league continue? Like, will this continue to happen, or will players take it easy on each other this year? It's going to be interesting to see.
This
I
year?
mean, there's a lot of stories to talk about in the NFL, so.
For the next foreseeable future, I think they're going to ease off of it a bit.
Mhm.
And then once there's been no disciplinary going on, then it's going to start easing it way back into the NFL, unfortunately.
So, all I gotta say is, I mean, they need to somehow figure this out, because
All I know is Roger is not a Goodell commissioner. Is screwing the game up.
I think he's a good commissioner.
Oh, of course you would,
I
Max.
think Roger Goodell, he's doing a lot for this league. I mean,
You
just-
went to a community college. You would say that, Max.
So, but folks, that's all. Don't forget, Buff State Division 3.
No, that doesn't count.
Division 3, baby. But that's all the time we got here for Third Down. We're going to come back up, talk about some NBA playoffs coming up. I mean, I know it's a big thing going on right now.
It's a
so
sport.
yeah. But
High
folks,
ratings,
we're going
not
to take a commercial break and come back for more at 4th and 30. We'll see you back in a few minutes.
Come here, dude. I gotta show you my place. My name's Rick. I'm with Rick's Realtors. And look at the awesome deal I got on this house. Imagine what I could do for you. Here's my house. That's the wall. That's the door. That's my TV. That's the sink. This is the fridge. This is the freezer. That's the toilet. That's the toilet paper. Oh, and I bought this at Sam's Club. Look at the quality. Extra soft. That's the towel. That's my toilet cleaner. That's the wall. Ignore that. That's nothing. And you know what? That's my whole house. I gotta get a lap dance for my wife. Whoever she is. That's my wife. Sorry, folks, can't see this.
Alright, folks, welcome back. This is Fourth Down here, our last topic before we skedaddle for today. But, folks, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs are underway, too. I mean, we're just starting the second round. The first round it was kind of dull for the most part, but had some exciting matchups. There's a couple game sevens, so, second round. Heat, Pacers, disappointing. The Chicago Bulls, number 1 seed, losing to the 8th seed, which never really happens. But granted, without Derrick Rose and Noah, the Bulls are really nothing, and that's very disappointing, but I guess it is what it is, so... Any comments? Okay, we got the Heat and Pacers. What do you guys... predictions on the series here? Do you think the Pacers can take out the Heat or no?
Unfortunately, no. I think the Heat are going to win, but it's not because of LeBum James, or Prince James is what I like to call him. Because he is not the next Michael Jordan, but yes, they're going to get...
No, I agree with that. If Jordan did it, he had Pippen. He didn't have much. He made everyone good. LeBron just went to a team that was stacked and wanted to build his own. So, really, no arguments there.
Only thing pacing about the Indiana Pacers is they're going to be pacing too slow in this series.
They need to move at a quicker pace for that series.
Oh, no, Max, don't.
Now, our next series, we got the Celtics and the Sixers. You guys think
Celtics.
Do you think this is going to be a sweep? Do you think the Sixers are going to win anything?
No, the Sixers aren't going to win anything.
You think so, Barry?
Let's just go with Boston. Let's go with 5 games.
All right, so you think the Sixers may squeak one out there?
Oh, no, they're going to get swept.
All right, well, we'll see if the brooms come out or not, but...
Oh, the brooms have already come out.
Now, most interesting, some of these Western Conference matchups, you got, remember, Meta World Peace, or should we say Ron Artest? The elbow to James Harden, they're facing each other again, so Thunder, Lakers, guys, this should be very interesting. You got a team that's won a dynasty, and you got an up-and-coming team with a lot of young talent here in Oklahoma, so thoughts on this series?
I honestly want the Oklahoma Thunder to win, but... I think the experience with Kobe Bryant and Gasol are going to actually deliver an Oklahoma City bombing on the Thunder.
Oh, Barry?
I really don't. I'm probably going to be falling asleep during that game.
Falling asleep?
That is the series.
Yes.
I think right now, that is the series that you got to watch for right now in the NBA playoffs is the Lakers and the Thunder.
I actually agree with Max on this one.
I'll watch the highlights.
Watch the highlights? What are you going to be watching? Oh, I'm
something
not
better than that. I would, I'll admit, I was watching Manchester City and Manchester United play for that championship over those playoffs.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. It came in at what, extra,
The 4 of you are bad. He counts as 2. Actually 3.
Alright, so...
Oh, fat jokes. Very mature, Chip.
Well...
Very mature.
That Thunder-Lakers series is going to have a lot of lightning in it, so... That's going to be very good.
Oh, Max.
And this is why I don't watch the NBA.
Also, a team that's an up-and-coming team also that hasn't been a lot, the Clippers, they're in it too, but they got a tough matchup against San Antonio with the experience of Duncan, Ginobili, Parker. Do you think the Clippers can take out San Antonio?
Absolutely not.
Nothing?
The Clippers can't clip
I'm going to take one out of your book, Max. I think Duncan... Yeah, Duncan, right?
Yeah, it's Duncan.
I think Duncan...
He doesn't even know who he is.
Barry's not caught up here on the NBA playoffs?
He is going to dunk the Spurs through that series.
Oh, no.
I went there.
Oh, no.
A lot of good jokes in this segment, folks. As you can see, we got some crack shaft of writers here, but... any final thoughts? Okay, we're running out of time. Predictions, West and East, who do you got?
Got the Lakers. Going with experience.
Lakers and over who?
I'm going to say the Celtics.
Oh, Celtics.
When are the playoffs done?
I don't know, shortly, but what do you got, East and West?
Maybe
some cookies will make them smart.
Guys,
no, I'm already smart. I think I'll go with the Sixers and Spurs. Just 2 weeks.
That is a horrible pick.
I'm going to say...
You know what? You say it's horrible, come back to me when it happens.
I'm going to say the Thunder take out the Heat. I'm going to say it's going to go to Game 7. I think it's going to be a wonderful series.
Can't there be one person that doesn't say the Heat?
I
Unfortunately,
didn't say the heat, and neither did you.
I mean, unfortunately, guys, I know we've had a lot of fun today, but unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end, and the show is pretty much
what a
over.
shame. Max goes home.
But before we leave, it is Mother's Day, and guys, best Mother's Day gift? Anything interesting that you did for your mothers today?
I'll let Barry go first, since his mom is an absolute troll.
Really?
Well,
When you told me secretly that you hate your own mother?
well, well, folks, this is being shown everywhere, but I like to wish my own mom and every other mother out there a happy Mother's Day, and that's all the time we have on 4th and 30. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on 4th and 30.
I didn't get to tell my gift.
For Chip, Barry, I'm Max. See you guys later. Have a good night.
I didn't get to
See
tell
ya.
what I got my mom for Mother's
I didn't
Day.
get her anything.
I didn't get her anything. I would like to give her the first copy of 4th and 30. That's all she really deserves. She was a horrible mother. I don't like my mother. Thank you very much.
You don't like anybody.
I like myself.